So, Final Destination 5. You would think after the fourth one, the Final Destination, that would have been the last one, but look at that. There's another one out. Why? Because we just keep giving them the movie our money, so they're going to keep popping out with them. So, of course, as a fan of the movie and the series, I own all of them, yes. I, of course, am going to go see this movie. Why? Because I actually like its creative aspect on if they're going to make a horror movie and kill people. This is the kind of way I'd like to see it. I mean, this series as a whole picks everyday situations and makes accidental death look so real of something that could actually happen. But, of course, they put in all of these unlikable characters in this, backstory that just people don't really care about, so obviously these movies aren't really taken seriously. And I think by the fifth one, it kind of knows that it's being made just to show how creative and unique these death scenes can be, or even how gross they can become, depending on how you look at it. Overall, as a horror movie, I mean, it was okay. It definitely grossed me out. I had a few edge-of-your-seat suspense moments, but it's not really such a scary movie for me, as I didn't expect it to be. I will say that the 3D was actually pretty good. It's gotten a lot better since I've been seeing 3D lately. The acting and the characters, I mean, there were a couple of familiar faces in there, none of them really A-list, but I thought the acting was pretty mediocre. There was a lot of cliche characters that were made into this movie. No chemistry at all between anyone. There were a few people that obviously I didn't want to see die, but overall the acting was, very bad. The writing wasn't too good either. I mean, obviously, the death scenes is why everybody is going. They want to, see how everyone is going to die in these movies. But each movie comes with a more different outlook about how death works, how fate works, and destiny, and things like that. And they each have this sort of new rule, a way for them to cheat death even more. And in this one, they've decided to say, well, if you actually take someone else's life, then they take your place in the whole line of things and you get their lifespan. So instead of death coming after you, these characters actually might be killing people themselves to try and save their own butts. Death scenes were pretty creative as well. There was a lot of different locations that they used to take people out, and every time I think they get me each time, so I thought that was good. I'm not really going to recommend this movie. It's not something that needs to be seen right away. Of course, if you've seen all the rest of them and you're like me who needs to see every single sequel no matter what, go out and see it. I mean, I'm a person who likes the atmosphere of the movie theater, so, of course, I'm going to see it now before waiting. But money-wise, no need to spend your money on this. It's not really that worth it. But I will say this, once the movie was over, I do not regret seeing it at all. I thought as soon as the movie ended, it definitely wrapped up a lot of things, and I thought that was a very good way of ending things, so kudos to the writing on that. As far as replay value, no real reason to see this again, but because I own all of them, the previous ones, I probably will end up buying this, and maybe one day watch it again with some friends or something who hasn't seen it before, but not much of a replay value whatsoever. So overall, I'm going to give this movie 2 out of 5 for its genre, keeping up on the routine of how these movies are done, and also for the somewhat okay writing, vast improvement of the fourth one, so it's not as silly and over-the-top cheesy as part 4. This one actually goes back to its serious route, but still doesn't have that same great feeling that we got from watching the first one. So yeah, 2 out of 5. That's my review.